Welcome back, curl friends. So today I'm going to show you guys how to install this 360 Brazilian knot weft. Now this is a brand new system of sewing in hair. It allows you to wear your hair in ponytails, move it around however you would like. There's absolutely no braid pattern required. It's pretty much very similar to the micro bead wefting system. Special thank you to SAMSBEAUTY for sending me over this 20-inch human hair in a color number 2. So you get 3 pieces, an 11-inch large weft, a 9-inch medium weft, as well as a 5-inch small weft. As you can see, each weft is pretty thick. So we're starting off on straight hair. You want your hair to be as straight as possible. I am natural, so my hair is a bit frizzy from humidity, but I will straighten it out later. So we're starting off with our 5-inch weft, and we're going to go ahead and separate our hair. I'm starting off my first weft at the tips of my ears at the very top, and I'm getting some help from my mom to separate my hair. This can totally be done on your own, but if you need some help, be sure to grab that help. So I'm starting off with my 5-inch weft, and now that I have my hair sectioned off, I wanted to make sure that I had a large enough space for this first weft. So I know you're probably wondering, so how in the world are you going to attach this to your hair? We're going to grab a small section at the top, and this will be our anchor braid. So I'm going to go ahead and separate that leave out, braid it to tuck it away, and that top layer is going to be the section that we'll be working with. You're going to leave out some hair on the sides in case you want to pull your hair up into a ponytail, and we're just going to braid the remainder of the hair. You're going to braid either side, the left side to the middle and the right side to the middle. Don't worry too much about braiding all the way down to the very ends because we will be unraveling this at the very end. Quick tip for your anchor braid: if you have thick hair like me, be sure to take a small enough braid, that way you don't have a lot of bulk, and if you have thinner hair, be sure to add in that extra hair to make up for it. Now we're going to crisscross our braids to create a nice anchor braid in the middle, and you can grab a bobby pin just to hold that in place. We're going to take that weft and lay it on top, and this is what you will be sewing down to that braid. So you're just going to start sewing just as if you were to sew in an actual weave or sew in. The biggest difference between this Brazilian knot weft and an actual track is the way in which it's constructed. So it's pretty much just these little knots that are held together on a string. So when you're sewing the hair down, you're pretty much just sewing in between each knot and attaching that string to your hair. That is what's going to give it that flexibility to move into ponytails and move around your hair. Now that we've got our first weft in, we can go ahead and unravel the ends of that braid. And there you have it. It's the very first track. Now we can prep for our middle size weft, which is the 9-inch weft. And I'm just going to repeat the same exact steps. Section off from ear to ear. Separate your leave out. Create parting space for your 2 anchor braids that will be crisscrossing at the end. And absolutely do not forget to leave out some leave out on the sides. You want to be able to have your hair move and shift freely into ponytails or any hairstyle of your choice. Crisscross the opposing anchor braids, bobby pin into place, and go ahead and sew down that track. Now, one tip for sewing down the actual weft, I would highly suggest that you attach the weaving thread and needle to the actual weft first and then attach it to your head. It's really complicated to be able to sew it down onto your head because it does not have the actual durable strip of an actual track. It's just a string of thread. So we've got that track, and we can go ahead and move on to the 11-inch weft. And as I stated before, if you need help with this, please do not be shy to ask for help. I could not see the top of my head, so I got some help with my braid pattern as well as sewing down the actual weft. To attach the needle and thread to the actual weft, I just looped the thread around the weft and went through that loop to knot it over. And then you can just attach it to your actual anchor braid. The knots lay down really seamlessly and flat, and they were able to move up and down. And we finally finished the entire install. It's time to style our hair. I think this hair blends really well with relaxed hair, not so much natural hair because our hair frizzes up a lot, but if you have relaxed or straightened hair, this hair will blend seamlessly with your own hair. So I'm just going in with my flat iron to try and blend my hair with these wefts, and this hair is 100% human hair, so it can hold heat up to 360 degrees. So I just went ahead and straightened out the ends. They had a little bit of a curl to them, and I decided to ditch the middle part and add in a little swoop bang. They don't call it 360 for no reason, right? Here you can see they easily lift and move to whatever desired parting or style that you guys would like. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this install. Be sure to like and subscribe for more hair tutorials and check out our 360 weft review. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.